Good evening and welcome to Blueprint Explosive Exclusive. I'm Madhavdas G. The biggest political showdown of the day is now underway inside the Lok Sabha. After days of disruption, protests and a ministerial resignation, the government's flagship anti-paper leak bill has finally come up for discussion. 10 full hours have been set aside for what promises to be one of the longest and most politically charged debates of this session. While the government is pitching it as a landmark reform to clean up India's examination system, opposition says the law means little without fixing accountability. The debate has already seen sharp exchanges, with Union Minister Jitendra Singh opening for the government, followed by Congress Member of Parliament and Chief Whip Govt. We've seen Samajwadi Party Chief Akhilesh Yadav as well as TMC MP Abhishek Banerjee launching blistering attacks. Here's how the battle is unfolding.
जो लोग चढ़ावा चोरी नहीं बचा पाए वो पेपर लीक कैसे बचा पाएंगे? जो भगवान के दरबार से दान गायब हो गया, दान चला गया, वो लोग पेपर लीक बचाएंगे? किस कानून को, जो कानून पहले बनाया उसी कानून का संशोधन करके लेके आए हैं? किसकी आंखों में आप धूल झोंक रहे हैं?
Rather, this bill is an admission. It is an admission that the NDA and the BJP government have failed. It failed to protect examinations. It failed to protect the students. It failed to protect the merits. And today, after the failure exploded across the country, it wants Parliament to believe that increasing punishment will erase 12 years of incompetence. Well, it will not. This government has mastered one art. Whenever governance fails, they change the law. Whenever administration collapses, they increase punishment. Whenever institutions fail, they announce another committee.
All right, and it's not just, in fact, what is happening inside the House, outside the House as well. Politics has been playing out because clearly, of course, we've seen reactions coming in to the selection of the new Education Minister. Priyanka Gandhi launching a blistering attack on Prahlad Joshi inside the House and outside. Rahul Gandhi also launching an attack. They've, of course, come out to call him a person who has defended rapists. Listen in to these reactions.
आपको नहीं लगता कि शर्मनाक है किन परिस्थितियों ने इन्होंने इस्तीफा दिया और फिर उनका यहाँ पे स्वागत हो रहा है जैसे कोई सुपरस्टार का आगमन हो रहा है? इस सरकार में कोई विश्वास नहीं कर सकता। आज भी स्टूडेंट्स को परेशान किया जा रहा है। मैंने देखा कुछ इंस्टाग्राम के हैंडल जिसमें लड़कियों की फोटो चिपका रहे, मतलब पोस्ट किए हुए और कहा है कि इन लोगों ने ऐसा ऐसा किया। ये क्या बात है? या तो आप बातचीत कर रहे हैं या आप इस समस्या को सुलझाना चाहते हैं या फिर सब स्टूडेंट्स के आप पीछे पड़े हुए हैं और आप उनको दबाना चाहते हैं अभी भी। सर, जो प्रहलाद जोशी जी ने बिल्किस बानो के बलात्कारियों की रिहाई पर जो बयान दिए उसका प्रमाण मैं आपको दे दूंगी, मैं भेज मैं ऑथेंटिकेट करूंगा।
स्पीकर का डायरेक्शन 115 उनको पहले ऑथेंटिकेट करने कहिए सर, ऑथेंटिकेट करेंगे उसके बाद वो आगे बढ़ेंगे। ऐसे नहीं होगा, पहले ऑथेंटिकेट करने दो सर, उनको ऑथेंटिकेट करने के लिए कहिए, ऑथेंटिकेट करने कहिए उनको।
All these young people were protesting about the education system.
And so many girls,
and so many girls are protesting. They've been beaten, they've been thrashed. The BJP puts a man who is a defender of rapists. That's the most filthy type of man. There can be no filthier man than somebody who says that rapists need protection. That is the Education Minister of India today. It's a strange reaction from the Prime Minister that there are so many people in his cabinet. He could have chosen any one of them, but he chooses a person who protects rapists. It's quite amazing.
The government too lashed out at the opposition for the kind of protests that had stalled the House. Listen in to what the government had to say while highlighting the need for this bill, which would also have stringent provisions in terms of punishment and enhanced provisions in terms of actually cracking down once such paper leak incidents, if at all, they happen, and how the culprits would be brought to book.
Mota isme, because then we have others to speak, and finally I'll come out with the reply. जो subsection 1 of section 10 था, उसमें था कि any person or persons involved will be liable to a punishment not less than 3 to 5 years and a fine up to 10 lakh. आज ये जो amendment लाया जा रहा है, इसके तहत the same duration of imprisonment has been made not less than 5 to 10 years and fine up to 50 lakh.
अध्यक्ष महोदय जी, जो श्रीमती प्रियंका वद्रा गांधी जी बोल रही थी, तो बीच में उनके वहां से भी टोका टोकी पहले भी हुए, हमारे यहाँ से भी हुए थे. अभी हम लोग तो शांति से सुन रहे हैं, लेकिन जो अभी अभी हमारे वर्तमान नए शिक्षा मंत्री को जो उन्होंने टिप्पणी की, कैरेक्टर असैसिनेशन है एक तरीके से संसद में, और इस तरीके के भाषा हम उम्मीद नहीं करते हैं. मैं इसमें प्रहलाद जोशी जी ने भी खुद कहा है, एक तो उन्होंने प्रियंका जी ने जो गलत बात कही है रिकॉर्ड पे, उसको रिकॉर्ड से हटा दिया जाए. दूसरा,
यूपीए सरकार के अधिकार क्षेत्र में आने वाले 6 ऐसे एग्जामिनेशंस हैं जो सीधा केंद्र सरकार के नीचे आते थे. अध्यक्ष जी, एम्स पीजी एग्जामिनेशन 2006, ICAI CPT examination 2007, CLAT 2009, Railway Recruitment Board examination 2009, AIEEE 2011, SSC CGL examination 2013, ये सारी की सारी पेपर लीक तब थी जब विपक्षी दल सत्ता में था, यानी कांग्रेस लेड यूपीए गवर्नमेंट.
Let's quickly open this up and take it across to our guest now. Joining us, Jasmine Sandhawalia, spokesperson of the BJP, Shaina NC, National Secretary and National Spokesperson of Shiv Sena Shinde is with us. Suleiman Mohammad Khan, spokesperson of the Congress Party, joins us. We also have with us Vivek Silas, National Spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Jasmine Sandhawalia, you've heard the criticism coming in from the Congress Party. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra and Rahul Gandhi objecting to two things. Primarily the welcoming of Dharmendra Pradhan, him being given a mukut there, and at the same time saying the students are being harassed. Second point of contention is that why is Prahlad Joshi being given this ministry, whereas he is somebody who allegedly defended the role of Bilkis Banu's rapist being released. Your response to these 2 points, Jasmine.
Madhav, first of all, I want to say that when Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi say unparliamentary words about the new education minister, I want to remind them that it is very, very unfortunate and a very irresponsible statement being made by two very responsible, mature parliamentarians. Not in very distant past, in 1984, when the Sikh riots happened, a genocide happened against us. I lost 2 cousins in that gruesome murders which the Congress Party unleashed on the Sikhs. Rajiv Gandhi has very famously gone ahead and said that when a big tree falls, the ground shakes. So, and this is on record. While they cannot accuse an arusa to the new education minister. So I want them to do their homework first and then accuse us for what they're doing. Then I also want to say that when they say that the students are being harassed, it is not true. All the students have gone back home. They believe in the Prime Minister. They believe in the Home Minister. They feel that everything that has been promised to them will be delivered. And I would strongly say that the opposition has lost the plot, and that is why they are nickel-diming us at this moment. And they are trying to pick at us, while the whole thing which they wanted to raise up, they wanted that the nation should face rioting, and this should spiral into something huge, which it hasn't, and it has been addressed. They need to play a pivotal role in the parliament.
Mohammad Sulaiman Khan, respond to that. That responsible leaders need to have responsible commentary, yes, and that they are just doing this to further provoke the students and get a reaction. Respond to what is being stated by BJP spokesperson.
It's to me, Madhavan. I'll just show Indian Express. I've just searched for this. Can you just show it? It is written, it's a news heading, Union Minister Prahlad Joshi backs release of 11 Bilkis Bano rape convicts. This is what he said. So Prahlad Joshi has in fact said that the release of any sane thinking person, any person who has some shame, those 11 people have raped this one woman, Bilkis Bano, and killed her 3-year-old daughter. This is the truth. He was convicted. He was in jail. The government, Gujarat government, shamelessly were instrumental in their release. Supreme Court cancelled that order and put them back in jail. So why is this so jittery? It is the truth. Why are they saying that Priyanka Ji has given a wrong statement? They were released by Gujarat government's order. And he said they have been
Jasmine
released.
Sadawalia, respond to that.
Behavior.
It is a fact that those men came out. It is a fact that they were garlanded. And that was also the recommendation of the state government. There is nothing factually wrong in what has been stated by Priyanka Gandhi. Respond to him on facts, please.
I'm coming on that. I'm just coming on that.
It saddens me as an Indian citizen that I have to go back 30 years and remember and
Ma'am, two
recall
wrongs
and
don't
make
make a right. Once again, please. We are not discussing anti-Sikh riots, as painful as I'm sure it is for you. Let us stick to the facts of this debate. When Priyanka Gandhi has made an allegation about Bilkis Bano case, what is it? I mean, going back to the 1984 riots does not change the legal position of what has happened as far as Bilkis Bano's rapists or rape accused are concerned or convicts are concerned. It's a fact that they came out. It's a fact that they were welcomed. And it's also a fact that there are statements on record which says that everything has happened legally. Is Priyanka Gandhi or Mr. Sulaiman Mohammad Khan short on facts?
Well, you are not giving me a chance to quote history. Okay, doesn't matter. I will quote the present history and say that what has the Congress been doing even till recent past in Punjab. Let's go just 5 years back, just go 8 years back. What is their record? But you do not allow me to say that.
Very respectfully, what has been stated factually wrong as far as Bilkis Bano is concerned? We can go on debating at a number of violent cases across the country. But let's stick to the issue and the debate at hand. She has made a specific charge surrounding Bilkis Bano and the statement that was made then allegedly by the minister. Do you have anything to say regarding that specifically?
I will specifically say that the judiciary gave them a bail. I will say that it is the legal system which followed. It is not the BJP which has given them bail. It is the judicial system of India which has given them the bail, and I rest my case on that. And I also want Priyanka Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi to feel shameful for what their father said to us when thousands of Sikh women were raped and murdered.
Listen to me.
Sulaiman.
They have been released by the Gujarat BJP government. They are rapists. They are convicted. They have been released by Gujarat BJP government. They are killer of 3-year-old child. Raped 11 men, raping that woman Bilkis
Sulaiman,
Bano.
her point is the government may have taken a certain position, but it is not without judicial scrutiny. It was allowed by the courts. So how can you then question that process, which is what Prahlad Joshi has said? So she's saying that to that extent is Prahlad Joshi not right? Because he says it's a judicial process.
I just explain the process. Every state has a policy for premature release of certain prisoners. The policy in no country, in no state all over the country, the policy is that the rapist cannot be released. Gujarat amended their policy, made the policy to suit these rapists so that these rapists can be released. This is done by the BJP government, and Prahlad Joshi has backed him. The education minister has backed these rapists. Why are they so pro-rape? Pro-rapist. In Kathua, they have backed rapist. Now their MLA was a rapist. Now
he is just backed. One second. Sulaiman, let's also not get above ourselves. He has merely said that everything has happened as per law. Has everything not happened as per law?
Who is making the law? The Gujarat BJP have made this policy. You know what is the process? I know the process. They have made the policy for premature release of convicts, life convicts. They have put this gang rape people to be released. The policy was amended or made so.
Shaina NC, the government changed the law specifically to allow for gang rape convicts such as these life convicts to be released prematurely. The BJP and the state government has to owe moral responsibility for it. Please respond to Sulaiman Mohammad Khan.
Madhav, the Honorable Prime Minister has requested the opposition to make the monsoon session productive. Productive after a student protest, productive after even wanting reforms for the paper leaks, productive so that the Neet Rao and Dharmendra Pradhan's resignation, which was one of the demands of the student movement, is the reason why they all took all these prompt actions. Now, if you want to deliberate, I want to request Priyanka Gandhi ji, please address the issue. Don't talk about dharm parivartan and dil parivartan and all these narratives that suit her and her sinking party that have no vision plan for the students of Bharat. This is new India. We want reforms for not just NEET students, for UPSC, SSC, for all. But for that, you need to have deliberation, discussion in Parliament. And what is the opposition doing? They're going back to the 1980s, 90s, 2000 and talking about the Bilkis Banu case and other cases, trying to say that there are people who are sitting on this committee who belong to the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. Is that a sin? If you have a 6-people committee which is looking at all the prompt actions, whether it's fast-track courts or ensuring that no paper leak happens in the future, no lacunas in the system, what are we here for? What are we deliberating in Parliament? That you have productive bills which are passed. And passed, we are all waiting for even a Nari Shakti Bandhan. But look at the logjam and look at the theatrics that the Congress party plays.
Okay.
You have Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi who know nothing about the education system, who have not opined once on it, have only tried to plant their own political agenda, and it shows you their double speak.
No,
So
but
I would
one second, just a
request that
second,
make
just a
this
second, just a second. Shaina NC, they have a problem with the fact that Dharmendra Pradhan, who's just been sacked, the optics of being welcomed in Parliament with a turban, etc. That is something that they are talking about. So they are saying, what is the message being sent out to students? Point number one. Point number two, they are saying they are raising certain issues about certain statements that have been made by the past, in the past by the current education minister or the new education minister. Is there something prima facie wrong if the opposition raises such questions?
The opposition, Madhav, has every right to discuss, deliberate, raise questions, counter questions. Even the narratives are okay. But if you are trying to play this whataboutery and try and put Prahlad Joshi on the dock, I mean, what are you achieving? Are you achieving anything for the students? What are we talking about? We are talking about an anti-paper leak bill, which is imperative today. We are talking about fast-track courts. We are talking about solutions for NEET exams, UPSC exams, SSC exams. Talk on that, no?
Okay,
they have
Vivek
not
Salas.
chosen to opine
Vivek
on
Salas,
that. They are only
rather than talking about the issue at hand, issues that impact on students, the Congress and other opposition parties are focusing on other side issues rather than focusing on the bill for which today's entire discussion is supposed to be centered around. Please respond to what's being stated by Shaina NC.
As far as what Priyanka Gandhi ji said on the floor of the House, okay, fine. The spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party has already stated that it is the judiciary that has left them out or bailed them out. Okay, fine, we agree to that. But we have seen the Bharatiya Janata Party, the workers of the Bharatiya Janata Party and the local leaders of the party garlanding them. Mala pehna rahe the. They were distributing laddus, when those guys came out. This is absolutely absurd and this is absolutely incredible what happened in Gujarat. Take the example of Haryana. Ram Rahim, a convicted man, a rapist and a murderer, comes out of the court at will, That is all the Bharatiya Janata Party is doing, And someone said in the debate, because the screen is not in front of me, that people believe in the Prime Minister, the students believe in the Prime Minister. No, they don't believe in the Honorable Prime Minister, because when our students were committing suicide in India, 21 of our students sadly committed suicide. The Prime Minister was busy in Sweden, Finland, Italy and Norway. He was distributing melodies. They were so insensitive.
But Vivek Salas, by that same yardstick, your own party's leader, late Mulayam Singh Yadav, said, "Ladke hai, galti ho jati hai." What about that? Was he kicked out of the party?
No, the thing is, you are talking about something that was said 35 years back. Okay, fine. If you
35 years back, not 35 years back, not at all.
Someone was saying in the...
It was said about 12 years ago. It was not so far back in history.
12 years ago?
When did he say that? Ladke hai, galti ho jati hai?
Okay, someone said, I think Shaina ji said, no, that was not an appropriate statement. I don't agree with that. Okay, fine. But Shaina NCG said the people are going back. We should see the future of the students.
This is not about what you said, your leader said, or some other leader said or did. This is about the student movement, and the youth of Bharat are not the future, they are the present. So if you want to address it, please address it. Don't do this whataboutery because you serve no purpose. Looking at Priyanka Gandhi's speech today in Parliament, all she wanted to do was condemn the
just a
Honourable
minute,
Prime
ma'am.
Minister, who has
It is
shown
my
nothing
turn,
but
ma'am. Let me speak.
sensitivity
Yes.
and prompt
Please let me
action.
speak.
Vivek Silas, just for your information and that of our viewers, that statement was made by Mulayam Singh Yadav in April 2014 in the run-up to the Lok Sabha elections. Now, please carry on.
Yes, the Honorable Prime Minister on 9th November 2023 and 3rd April 2024 said that we have made a law which is absolutely foolproof. And he promised to the students and to the nation that there will be no further paper leaks. But unfortunately, people like Sanjeev Mukhya, who was the main convict, has been given a clean sheet by the, by the CBI. I'll talk about Uttar Pradesh. There are two MLAs in Uttar Pradesh named Bedi Ram and Vipul Dubey. Both belong to the Bharatiya Janata Party. Both of their name came in the paper leak thing. And both of them continue to be the MLA of the Bharatiya Janata Party in Uttar Pradesh under Yogi Adityanath ji. What is this? No, absolutely absurd. Their MLAs are being, their names are coming in the paper leak scams. And they still continue.
Okay, Jasmine Sandavalia, please respond. Names of these MLAs coming up in the paper leak scam. And also, of course, at the end of the day, why was the past legislation, which was just brought in a year and a half to 2 years ago, why was that not effective? If Parliament had legislated on that, surely the law could have been made stronger at that point of time, is a complaint coming from Samajwadi Party. Please address that.
See, laws are made. This is a very changing, transitional time everywhere in the world with the science and technology. And it is very difficult for me to explain to the opposition parties that the issue here is that a foolproof system has to be implemented where the students do not suffer or are not subjugated to the paper leak issue ever again. So to make one law, laws have been made since 1947, and there is sometimes never a very foolproof system. Things change. There are leaks. The system collapses somewhere. Corruption happens. This is not a corrupt-free society, unfortunately, in this world. There are factors in this world where people sell papers, where people do certain things which are detrimental to the society. But at the same time, the intention of the government has always been to safeguard and come and implement rules and regulations.
Stronger penalties could have been brought in 2 years ago. That's no logic. If you're bringing it today, that could have been done 2 years back, because there was a paper leak, and it's not the first time that a paper leak has happened in 2022. The fact is that in 2024, I beg your pardon, the fact is that it has happened multiple times in the past. Perhaps it takes, unfortunately, in our country, a people's movement or a students' movement for the politicians and for the system to completely wake up. We'll have to leave it there. Jasmine Sandavalia, China NC, Sulaiman Mohammad Khan, Vivek Silas, thanks so much for joining us this evening.